I do believe we are live.
Hello, everyone.
I think we are live. Let me check here.
Let me check my phone again.
Yeah, we're checking to make sure we're live on our devices. Hope you all are well. Greetings from us here in South Florida and wherever you may be viewing from. We're excited to have you guys here tonight for our big game show night. It should be kind of fun, right? Don't you think? I think so. So we are live. And all right, we got a couple people here. We've got Darian and we got Amanda in here. Let's make sure my chat is here. See if I can see what's going on. Want to show. There we go. I'm going to hide that. There's Darian saying, "What's up?" We're up, Darian. Hopefully you're doing well. And Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Big hugs back to you. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, here we are. And officially, we're going to say welcome to our channel. And we're going to give you our little intro, and we'll be right back. Yay! And there you have it.
Tell us, guys, do you see this like quite fluid, or is this a little choppy? Because I looking at my phone and it seems like we're like the communication in the video is a little.
Are we choppy? Are we like, yeah, maybe our internet is a little slow. I don't know. How do we look to you, Darian and Amanda? Since you're both there, let us know. Looks like there's 9 others here. You can use the chat window. Let us know if you can see us. Kari's here. My sister is joining us. Cars. Thank you for the intro cuteness. Yeah, we like that. We've been using that. Choppy and a little slightly blurry. Thank you very much, Ice Knight, for letting us know that. There's Kari. That's my sister. And Amanda says it's a bit choppy, but not too bad. All right.
Let's give it like a few.
Yeah, we're going to give it a couple minutes before we kind of get into everything. We'll see if maybe it gets a little bit better, hopefully. I do know, and there was a message that I got from the broadcasting software that we're using, the company. With everybody staying home these days, that means everybody is using the internet much more than they typically do. And so bandwidth is a little bit slower, and the platforms like YouTube, Facebook, the streaming software that we're using to broadcast live, they're all saying that there's been issues with delays and things of that. So the sound is working good. Ice Knight says that as long as the sound is working, we're good to go.
Okay, you don't want to see it. You just want to hear us.
You just want to hear us.
Maybe
That's good.
You can turn off the Wi-Fi.
Maybe I'll turn off the Wi-Fi on my phone. Let's see. Maybe that'll eliminate. Do you have your Wi-Fi turned off on yours? Okay. That way we're only using the Wi-Fi. We're going to dim this light above our heads, Juan Carlos. We're working on lighting. So how is everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are all healthy and well. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Good job, Wonky. And we are excited because we're going to be doing a little bit of a game show tonight. Many of you that watch our channel as well as follow us on our Instagram have sent us a lot of questions that you've been curious about us. And then I was thinking, and a couple people had suggested maybe we do the Newlywed game. And we just had our 2-month anniversary this past week.
Yep.
Woohoo!
2 months already.
2 months. Can you believe it? So with our 2-month anniversary, we thought, well, that's perfect. We can use some of the questions that our subscribers and those of you watching have sent to us, and then supplement them with some of the standard questions that I found online for the Newlywed game. So we're going to do that in just a few minutes. But before we do that, we wanted to spend a couple minutes with you guys and just chat. Richard's here. He says, hey,
Hi,
Gio and JC. Hey, Richard. Big hugs back to you. My mama is here. Everybody give a big hello to Kathleen Donovan. That is my mother.
Donna's here.
And his mother-in-law. Donna, big, huge. I mean,
good to see you.
Huge. I'm giving Juan Carlos a big hug, and it's also to you. Yeah, We really appreciate you being here so much. And as we already said, big, huge hugs to Amanda. There she is, Amanda Stone. Listen, Amanda, from our hearts to you, we just want to say thank you for your support, for your love, for your kindness, and your generosity. We just want you to know we love you and we love your family up there in Washington. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
So we are going to get started here in just a couple minutes. As we said, we're going to be doing a newlywed game. Basically, what that means is we had a whole bunch of questions that were submitted by you guys and some that we pulled from the internet. I have not seen the answers that Juan Carlos has written down, and he hasn't seen my answers. So we're going to be revealing these to you all live tonight in our chat, and hopefully we'll have a little fun. And we encourage you to join along with us. And if you've got any other questions as we're doing the show tonight, feel free, throw them out there, and we'll pop them up on the screen, and we'll give you an answer. So, hopefully we'll have a few laughs and a little bit of fun. Everybody ready to have some good fun? Richard says, happy 2-month. Your wedding was one of my last before everything shut down. It was pretty much our last big thing. Excuse me, I have a little hiccup. Let me take a little sip of my Yeti cup. By the way, we're very gay tonight. This is Juan Carlos is wearing his Disney rainbow shirt. I'm actually wearing, and if you haven't had a chance yet, I'm going to give a shout out to Matt and Eric. Let me put their up on the screen. Matt and Eric, there they are. They are amazing guys. We had a chance to do a collaboration video with them back in November in Savannah, Georgia, when we were up planning for our wedding. And they have merchandise that they sell on their channel. And this is one of their t-shirts, and it says, believe in yourself, even if others don't. And the unicorn is really cute. And it's very subtle, but it does have a little rainbow.
Yeah, I have one of those. It's a different style, but
right. Yeah, so we each got one of their t-shirts. But yeah, huge shout out to our friends Matt and Eric. We adore those guys. They're up in above Atlanta, hunkered down as we are with their daughter Sissy. And anyway, so we just wanted to do that. So without further ado, let's see, do we have some more comments we need to reply to? Charles says, very cool, hope you guys are well. Charles, hey, we are doing great. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining us on the chat. Hope you're well up north. And we had a great time with Charles and his husband and a whole bunch of other friends on a couple cruises, which was a blast. And then Ice Knight says, that's why the logo, look, yep, exactly. That's why those guys made that beautiful t-shirt. So we're going to get into our newlywed game. So hang on, we're going to give you a little fun intro that I put together. Ready? And newlywed game coming up next. And woohoo! Time for the newlywed game. So this should be fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we enjoyed kind of doing this today. So here we go. We're going to jump right in. We're going to go with our very first question. And the first question is, when it comes to money, would you say that he spends more, you spend more, or we are both equal in spending? So we're going to reveal our answers. Juan Carlos, what did you say?
I said he spends more money.
And that's a winner for me because I said I spend more. Yeah, I do. I have a habit of being a little more spendy, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah. When I spend money, I usually, not all the time, but I usually do because it's something that I need and I want, not just because it's cheap or it's in sale or whatever, and then I'm just gonna buy it just because. No. Yeah. For me, most of the time, it's gotta have a reason. Yeah. Sometimes I just buy it because I want to and because it's fun, whatever. But most of the time, it's got a reason. Yeah, he's definitely much more frugal than I am. However, I will say though that being stuck at home, there was one thing that I did do prior to all of this happening that has really saved us.
I have a habit when things are on sale or I can get a good deal on something that I buy lots of it. I sort of stockpile stuff. I'm not a hoarder in the sense, but for example, though, like a couple months back before all of this happened, I went to BJ's and I had coupons and there was a sale on the 5 packs of the Lysol spray as well as the Clorox wipes.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up buying like 5 of each because of the sale. So we were stocked up on those items and we didn't have to go crazy trying to find them, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that's great.
So anyway, so we're going to move on to question number 2 in a moment. Let's give a couple shout outs. We've got Gary in. Hey, Gary, saying hello to us.
Hi, Gary.
Welcome. Glad you're here.
Salcedo.
So we are going to go to question number 2. And question number 2 is, between the two of us, who is the bigger pack rat or keeper of stuff? And I'm pretty sure I know what you said, but what did you say?
He is. Because
Yes.
coming back to the previous question, he will buy a lot of stuff. He will just keep that stuff somewhere.
Yeah.
And then years later, literally years later, will find it somewhere.
Yes, that is true. That is true. I am definitely much more of a pack rat when it comes to keeping things or sentimental things as well. I'm a little more that type of personality. But I will say, since he came into my life, I've gotten a lot better at purging stuff. And while we've been home over these last 6 weeks, we've done a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of shoes in there that I'm about to donate. So yeah, definitely I am the bigger pack rat. Yes, Mom. There's my mom chiming in. I take after her. Exactly right. My mother is the same way. So I did get that from you. And Gary says, for me, that would be his husband, John. So I guess it goes with the territory. Geo, my English name is John. So there you go. I guess Johns are pack rats.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, moving on. We're going to go to question number 3. Question number 3 is, which one of you is the biggest procrastinator or puts things off? Which one of us is the biggest procrastinator?
I said that we are both equally procrastinators.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm surprised at that. I actually said it was me because I thought for sure you would say it was me. But I do know there are times where you will procrastinate things as well.
Yeah, I mean, when he start, doing his stuff, he will continue doing it until it's done.
Yeah.
And for me, it's kind of similar. When I got into something and I really focus on that and getting that done, I'll get it done. But sometimes in the middle, I got distracted and I'll be like, yeah, whatever, do it later.
Yeah, that's true. But I think we're pretty good. Like
So
I am very obsessive though. When I start something, I got to finish it. I can't.
Yeah, and sometimes, especially when I'm in Costa Rica and maybe he's texting me or something and I reply, I don't know, couple hours later, and he'll be like, I was worried because you did not respond. So I was like, I was busy and you know that I don't like distractions and I wanted to get things done. So
That's true.
Similar to when I'm exercising, I put my phone and everything in silence, not disturb, because I want to do my stuff, get it done.
Gotcha.
Move on.
And Gary says he's with JC. John and I are about equal with this too. Yeah. Cool. Very good. All right. So moving on to our next question. Number 4 is, which one of you said, I love you first? I really love this question.
I did.
It was Juan Carlos. He definitely said it first, and I'll never forget. Can we tell them like the moment? Can I share? Yeah, you're good with that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was visiting him in Costa Rica, and when I first started going to Costa Rica, I used to I would get a hotel not far from where the airport is and not far from where he worked, because our house in Costa Rica and where he was living at the time while the house was being built was about an hour and a half, depending on traffic, pretty far. So it was much more convenient for me to stay closer to the airport and for Juan Carlos to come, and we would stay together there. And we were laying in the hotel room, just kind of hanging out. And we'd gone out to dinner, and we were just kind of sitting in the room and talking and just, having a beautiful night. And he said, "Te amo." In Spanish means "I love you." And I remember like my heart like skipped a beat because I had wanted to say it, but I was afraid to. I was like, it was a special moment. I'll never forget like that feeling and the joy when he told me that he loved me. So isn't that romantic?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Mom says, "Aw."
Gary said, "That would be me. I said this first too."
Gary said it first. Very cool. So, all right. So we're going to move on. He says, "So sweet. Love these stories." Oh, thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of people for quite a while asking us to
Amanda,
share.
don't mind me crying in the corner over here.
Oh, Amanda, don't be crying. Hopefully they're happy tears. That's a good thing.
Shannon says, "I'm a little later."
Shannon, this is my sister Shannon Gray, says, "I'm late." I'm out. Shannon, no, you're never late. Talk about procrastination. Welcome to the game. We're moving on to question number, where are we? We're up to number 5. So we're going to move on to that in just a moment. Dad is here too. Hey, Dad, Papa Ragu, woohoo! Glad to have you joining us. So moving on with the Newlywed game to question number 5. And question number 5 is, what is your husband's favorite hobby? So I'm curious. I'm going to tell his first. I think his favorite hobby is yoga / working out.
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
Very accurate.
And what's my favorite hobby?
And this, creating the YouTube videos and sleep.
Definitely being creative. That's perfect. Photography, video production, all of that's my favorite. It's work for me because luckily I make a living doing what I love. And obviously YouTube is not our living. But yeah, so we got it right. We're doing good. I like this game. So yeah, very cool.
Photography for John.
Yep. Shannon says photography. Exactly. That's definitely me.
Harley.
Mom says Harley. Yep. The crazy thing, and a lot of you don't know, I have a Harley Davidson, and I love my Harley Davidson. Juan Carlos loves riding on the Harley Davidson, but how long has it been since we've been on the Harley?
6 months.
It's been at least probably 6 months. Every time that we had a free time to do it, the weather was bad or something, and then the battery died on the bike. And then I kept trying to find a replacement battery, and then I finally got a replacement battery. But to change the battery is a really big process, and I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. So we have not been on the bike in almost 6 months. Crazy, right? Anyway, so yes, Shannon, you did. You nailed it. And then my dad said, Papa Ragu says, going to Disney. Which is true. We both love Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be a secondary, I guess, hobby or love, definitely for both of us.
Yeah, it's more than a. Yeah, it's more.
I think it's more than a hobby. It's a passion for sure. All right. So moving on to number 6. What is the one thing your husband will say he loves about you the most? This is an interesting question because I think there's so many things that we could probably say because I love you tremendously. So should I say mine first or do you want to say yours first?
I'll say mine first.
Okay. Tell me what is.
I'll say that the one thing that you love the most about me is todo.
Is everything?
See.
The one thing I love about you is everything. Yes, I do love everything, like I said. However, the one thing that I love about you is that you have brought me a balance to my life that I didn't have before I met you. And part of that, and to explain that is, as we even said, like my hobby and passion is photography, filmmaking. I have a very creative spirit, a very imaginative mind, and a mind that sort of goes all over the place. And he's a much more linear thinker and much more pragmatic. And it's great to have that balance in my life because you bring a sense of calm in otherwise sometimes my chaotic head.
Can you imagine someone like you with you in this situation that we're living in today?
I can't imagine being alone during this. I think I would have had a really difficult time if you weren't here by my side. So let's see. We're going to go back here. Let's see. Mom says we both have big hearts. Dad's talking about the motorcycle. It all started with a Honda 50. And it's true. I think, how old was I? I think I was about maybe 8 years old, somewhere between 8 and 10 when I got my first motorcycle. Little Honda 50 cc's. Charles, you're exactly right. The yin and yang. I think that's what's really cemented our relationship, and the fact that, you know, we're here today and married and very happy. And then Gary says John cares for him deeply and shows his actions daily. Oh, very cool. And so that was what was yours for, what did you think for me that I would?
I don't know.
I said that you probably feel the thing that you love about me most is my compassion and my sensitivity towards others and people and situations.
Yeah, you care a lot about other people.
Mm-hmm. Was I right?
Yeah.
We were right, you guys. Yeah, I like that question. It made us think, that's for sure. All right, so let's move on. We're going to go to, where are we? Question 7? Yep. Oops, sorry.
Replies are very long. Mine is one word.
Oh, sorry. So this one's easy. Which one of you is first to fall asleep at night? Dun, dun, dun. This one can fall asleep anywhere, anytime. You can just say, okay, close your eyes, go to sleep. And
that's enough.
And
I shut my mind and I'm asleep.
He's out. I'm not that way at all. Again, goes to that mind thing. I'm constantly thinking, can I move this over here? Keep bumping into it. All right, so we're gonna move on for question number 8. Dun, dun, dun. If the two of you were to, I think I had a little typo, go to an animal rescue together, which one of us, where would we go? To the dogs or to the cats? Dogs. We're definitely dog people. Not that we don't like cats. I don't think we would ever own a cat.
Maybe, but probably not.
I mean, it would have to be a special circumstance. We definitely want to have a dog, but it's just not the right time for us right now to get a dog. We thought about it actually during this time about rescuing maybe a dog.
Shannon, look, she said that Spanos do not sleep, and she also said that you see you're sleeping.
Spanos do not sleep.
Much alike.
That's my sister. Yep, you're right. And Charles is a dog person too. Mom, she's definitely a dog person. My sister Shannon and Steven, they have dogs and cats. They do. But yes, JC is very much like my sister's husband, very stable, calm, which is a nice thing. What type of dog would we adopt? Amanda wants to know.
Schnauzer.
He really wants a Schnauzer. Definitely.
And street dog too.
And a street dog, just a mutt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a stray or a mutt. His family currently has a Schnauzer. I had a Schnauzer back when I was in college who was amazing. His name was Thespis. And their family dog in Costa Rica, Odiseo is his name. So yeah, a rescue dog would be awesome for sure. All right, moving on to question number 9. When it comes to household chores, would you say you do the most, he does the most, or you do them equally? What was your answer?
Equal.
And I said equally as well. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we do. We pretty much split the chores. I mean, we don't ever have issues with chores or you need to do that or I want to. Yeah, no, we just jump in and do what has to be done.
Yeah, like last week when I was cleaning.
Yeah, I was kind of excited about that. He took it upon himself. That's the first time you've ever done that. I was surprised where he was like, what do I need to do to mop the floor? I was like, you're going to mop the floors? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to mop the floors while I was doing some editing work. So
yeah, because we have a person that comes here to clean the house like
once a month.
Yeah. But because of what is happening, she haven't been able to come. So, and I like to have the house clean, of course, like everyone else.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, I'll do what I have to do, and I did it.
And you did it. You did a good job too.
Mhm.
I was very impressed. So yeah, we do equally keeping the house clean. Shannon says, "Come mop mine." Oh, Howard's here. Hey, Howard.
Hey,
Howard
Papa.
says, "Hope your night is awesome." Yep, we're having a good time. You just got us. We're moving on to question number 10 here in just a moment. So let's do that. And let me hide Howard's comment. And going on to question number 10. What is the one habit you wish your husband would stop? This one is a hard one because I had to really think about. There's not a lot of things where I'm like,
because I'm so perfect.
He's like the Mary Poppins of the relationship. So the one habit, I said for me, I'm assuming that you said that you wish I wouldn't maybe stay up so late.
Yes, I said.
And sleep in late.
Stay up so late and staying in bed so late.
I got it. I nailed it. Exactly. And what do you think I said about you? Talk more. Huh? That's a good one, but I didn't say that. No, I kept thinking about what's the one thing that I wish he didn't do. And there's one thing that you do that is just one of those silly little things, but we didn't have to worry necessarily about the whole toilet paper hoarding thing, because we prefer to use the flushable wipes, eco-friendly wipes that you can get, and our sewage system here can handle them. So don't yell at us for it because we have the right piping that allows for them. And he has a habit of using and not closing the lid on the package in the bathroom. And so every time I go, I always have to throw away the very first wipe because it's all dried out. I always close it. You do? No, he doesn't. Anyway. No, that was it. And then sometimes you bite your fingernails. Oh. But so minor, so trivial. Yes, Shannon, not like yours. Let's see. Oh, Charles says he's been scrubbing toilets like a maniac. He misses his housekeeper. We definitely miss ours as well. And Nellie, if you happen to be watching, because sometimes she watches our channel, she's like family. She's actually been coming here since 2001. So 19 years, and every month she used to come twice a month, and she comes once. She's just an amazing lady, and she's part of the family. Ice Night 81 says, I'm obsessive over closing that pack of So you get it. You're right there with me, Ice Night. All right, so we're gonna move on. Howard says he loves and misses Nellie. Yep, she's a pretty awesome lady. So moving on to number 11, what is your husband's favorite soft drink? As I take a sip of my Harley Davidson Yeti, by the way. Coke Zero. Coke Zero. Both of us. That's pretty much the only soft drink we drink. On occasion, we'll have like maybe a root beer or a Sprite. Yeah, it's very rare. But Coke Zero, or if we're in a restaurant and if they're a Pepsi, we'll have a Diet Pepsi. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Coke Zero, that's our choice of beverage. All right, so moving on to question number 12. Let's move down here. Dun, dun, dun. How does he like his coffee prepared? And if by anyone but myself. And if you don't know, we are definitely a coffee household. You can tell from many of our videos of us visiting coffee plantations and going to the Starbucks farm in Costa Rica and going to Starbucks a lot here and then preparing coffee. I said for you that he likes his coffee with, and this is actually thanks to my sister Shannon. It's been a change in the last few months. He actually prefers heavy cream, like about half heavy cream and then half coffee. And he doesn't really like anything sweet in it. So he just does that. Or if he's not doing heavy cream, he's doing almond milk. with his coffee.
Yeah, I like my coffee with no sugar or sweetener at all. Just the coffee and milk, almond milk, or heavy cream, or have a half.
Yeah.
Sometimes black. I like black too.
Yeah, if it's the really good stuff. We have this one coffee that we get from, it's been ranked the best coffee in the world, actually, and it grows in Costa Rica, called Montecope. And a lot of my family members that are watching have had that, and they can attest to how good it is. You can drink that just with nothing in it. So what about me? How do I like my coffee?
Mm-hmm.
How do I like my coffee?
Warm, not too strong. Yeah, because it can be iced coffee.
Yeah.
Warm.
I do like warm coffee.
Warm. Not too strong, with milk or cream and sugar or other sweetener.
Or yeah, definitely. I like mine a little bit sweet, and then I like hazelnut.
Yes.
Or vanilla. We like lattes, but we don't make those at home. So, but anyway, Darian says he likes orange vanilla Cokes and coffee with flavored coffee creamers. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Shannon loves heavy cream and stevia. And Darian also says we already got that one. Gary says he likes his coffee black, but John likes stevia in his coffee, but he's pretty picky about how much, so he has to make his own. That's sort of like Juan Carlos too. You're pretty picky about just the right amount of sweet. So I don't, like, if you ever want sweet, sometimes he does. I'll let him prepare it because I don't want to put too much or.
Yeah, it depends on the coffee. If it's not a good coffee, then I will probably fix it. Try to fix it with sugar or stevia or something.
Right.
But if it's a good coffee, no, just leave it alone with the milk or.
Amanda likes chocolate in her coffee.
Oh, wow.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, but I can I can taste it. He once puts just a little bit that he had left in one of the stevia, and I immediately tasted it on my coffee. And I was like, "Did you put sweetener on my coffee?"
I was like, "Just a little." Yeah, no, he didn't like it too much. I also like honey in my coffee too, sometimes. All right, moving on. Number 13. Which one, if any, is your husband's favorite social media site? So what do you think is my favorite social media site?
I had an answer, but I just
you just changed your mind?
Yeah, just changed my mind. This one, YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
You are correct. Yeah, I definitely like YouTube. And I think second place would be Facebook.
Yeah.
But YouTube, I'm definitely on YouTube a lot more than Facebook. And for you, I said that you like Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that true?
I prefer Instagram.
You prefer Instagram. And then I said for your secondary, no, it was just Instagram. That was all I put. He's not big on other social media. He watches YouTube, but he's more pragmatic with YouTube. He uses it for like yoga classes and educational stuff. Whereas I'm much more socially driven on YouTube. I like watching other, similar type couples like us. And there's several travel vloggers that I really enjoy watching. And they, I like to escape. So I like watching those. So let's see.
Shannon, she knows me well. JC's Insta.
Ice Knight says he can only do coffee, ice cream. Yummy. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Gary's a Facebooker. Shannon says JC is Insta. Yes, he is. He loves the Instagram.
Shannon said, no.
And then Gary says he likes YouTube.
Kari, she said, I like coffee in my coffee.
Kari likes coffee in her coffee. Yeah, definitely.
Shannon said that, oh my gosh, Steven too.
Look at what Howard said. AOL. Come, you got to catch up to the 90s. Does anybody still use that? I wonder.
It's like, I think it was not too big here in the US, but like in the early 2000s, it was big in the rest of the world. Hi-Fi.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Hi-Fi. No.
It was similar to any of the social media like Facebook or
right.
You put a photo, you put a text, you comment the photo, people send you friend requests.
Gotcha.
Similar. It was a little noisy though, the layout, and because like you could put music in your profile.
Oh, so that's very much like
MySpace.
MySpace.
Very similar. So you could put music, which was very annoying because maybe you were looking at someone's profile and you had the background noise, the music in there,
okay.
and you could put like GIFs, images, and stuff. So didn't survive too much.
Yeah, I didn't know that one very much. Gary says people still use AOL mostly for email addresses. That's true. I do have some.
MySpace.
I have a client. Actually, my accountant uses an AOL email address, which drives me crazy every time I send him an email. I'm like, is this safe? All right, moving on. We're going to go to number 14. If you had to guess, how many clothes hangers are in our closet? That's such a weird question, and and then I liked it. I was like, wow, that's a hard question. So what was your answer? How many do you say?
I had no idea, so I just put a random number, 300.
You put 300? Yeah. I put 250. So we're close. Neither one of us have any idea how many we have, but I'm assuming that maybe it's that amount. I do know at one point I got a little OCD because I have a ton of Harley Davidson t-shirts that I collected from going to motorcycle events and things. And I had them all hanging. And I knew at one point I had like 58 Harley Davidson t-shirts and then a whole bunch more that weren't even on hangers.
Some of those are still new.
Yeah, there are a few that have a tag on them. I've never even worn them. It's kind of gross.
In Costa Rica, all my hangers are blue except for the ones that I use to hang dirty clothes. They're red. All the others are blue.
We're not quite that special here.
I got
all different kinds of hangers.
But in Costa Rica, in our house, they're all blue.
It was kind of interesting. Oh, we got an interesting question. It's so funny. Shannon says, Dad. Darian asked us, who is the better driver? And that question came up a couple times, so we'll answer it. Who's the better driver?
You are?
Me.
Yeah.
Not because he's a bad driver. It's just because he doesn't really like to drive. So I do all the driving. Even in Costa Rica when we're down there.
When he's in Costa Rica, I'm like, here's the keys.
Yeah,
you drive.
He just doesn't. He's not a big fan of driving. So, and I actually like driving. So, I guess that
read that comment.
Read Dad's comment. Oh, let's go up. I got to find. Apparently,
I use all your email address to play.
I use all your old email
to play bingo.
That's very funny, Dad. No wonder I get weird emails every now and then.
Donna said that 1,000 hangers.
Donna has 1,000. Wow, that's a lot of hangers, Donna. That's a lot of good clothes, though. I bet. All right, moving on to number 15. What is the one thing you don't have in your house that you wish you did? This is kind of a cool question because in general, I don't ever really feel like I need anything in the house or like I'm missing anything, but I did come up with an answer. So
that's something that you think that I think that we don't have and I wish I had?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
I said that I think you would say that you wish we had a gym in the house, like gym equipment.
Yeah, maybe I thought about that, but it's not like super required. Again, I think we have everything we need and more, thankfully. We're very blessed.
Yeah, we are, for sure. But what did you put?
For you?
Yeah.
Cake de chocolate.
The one thing we don't have in the house is a chocolate cake. Oh, the one I threw away.
Tal vez.
He was. I gotta share. So as you know, we got married February 16th in Savannah, and we did bring. We had one tier of our cake, and then the rest of the cake was cupcakes. And the cake, we'll give a shout out if you're ever in Savannah, Georgia. Flirt with Desserts, amazing. And so we brought home the one tier that we used to cut, and I guess you're supposed to freeze it, and that's what people do, and you're supposed to then have it on your 1 year anniversary. But we didn't do that, and we had it in the refrigerator And the other day, I was like, it was taking up so much room in the refrigerator, and I was like, this cake I think needs to go. And he was like, no, I don't want to get rid of it. And I was like, baby, I think it's hard. I think it's no good anymore. And I took it out and I was like banging it, and it was like a rock. So I had to throw it away. So he was very sad that we had to throw that away. But we'll get another cake another day.
That was actually more my desire.
Shannon says, oh, she wishes she had a live-in maid and a cook. Don't we all? Especially the amount of cooking we've been doing lately. We did treat ourselves this week for the first time in first time in 7 weeks. We actually went Wednesday night. We ordered from our favorite Mexican restaurant. That's a local restaurant because they were doing curbside pickup. So we ordered it. We went and picked it up and brought it home, and then replated it, to be safe, and then microwaved everything to be safe. And then we had a very nice Mexican meal, and it was yummy.
Yeah.
It was a nice treat.
Shannon says that 2 months old, JC. Yes, 2 months old, and I would still eat it. You can't believe that.
He would eat it, Shannon, if it doesn't smell and it doesn't have mold growing.
It doesn't mold. I'll eat it.
Yep. Howard says I'm a fun sucker because I threw the cake away. Wah, wah. Yeah, they don't freeze well. Trust me. She's tried. Wah. And all right. So we're going to move on. We're going to go to question number 16. What are you and your hubby saving up for? This is a pretty easy one too.
Yeah.
So what are we saving up for?
Our honeymoon.
Our honeymoon. Yeah, we do have a nice little pot of money put away, and we opened together a separate savings account. And just FYI, any of you that have been generous enough, and some of you have, and contributed to the fund, we want to say thank you.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Same thing on here. If you use the little money symbol on there, it's called a super chat. Any little donation is going to our honeymoon, which will someday, whenever we can travel again, the plan is for us to go to Great Britain, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Our original plan was to do that on a cruise. We would still love to do that because we love cruising, but who knows what the cruise industry is going to look like in the future. We don't quite know what that'll look like, but at some point, we will be going on our trip to Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Great Britain. And
our original plan was to take this Disney cruise that goes to those destinations, and also spend like a week, like go to England, and then take the train or the Euro. What's the name? I took that one.
The Eurostar.
The Eurostar, yeah. From England, from London to Paris, and then go to
Disneyland
Paris, and stay there for like a week or so.
And that goes in the channel underneath the.
Yeah.
Or you could take the high-speed boat across the channel too, which is fun.
There's a funny, not so funny story. I took the Eurostar once a few years ago, and it's supposed to be a 2-hour trip, and there had been an 8-hour trip.
Yeah, he got stuck underneath the English Channel in that tunnel.
No, we're already out of the channel.
You were out?
Yeah,
okay.
Stuck like in the middle of nowhere.
Scary.
Yeah, freezing outside. Anyway.
A little scary. But that's what we're doing. We're saving up.
Honeymoons, Shannon said.
Yes. And then Amanda says, I'm jealous. Our honeymoon was in Idaho. Hey, did you have a good time? That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah.
That's all that matters as long as you're in love. Shannon says, we never had a honeymoon. Maybe that's why we're still together 30 years. Gotta have a honeymoon. Shannon, I thought you and Steven went on a cruise. Gary, we are huge Disney fans. If you haven't noticed from our channel, we got lots of Disney stuff on there.
A lot.
All right, moving on. Number 17. What is the one household chore that he does better than I do, or I do better than him? I'm going to say the one thing you do better than me is make the bed. Would you say that's true? Is that what you said about yourself? That you're better?
I mean, you don't like making the bed, so it's not that I do it better. It's that I don't mind. There's no good. I don't think there's a better way to make the bed.
Well, you're more no. There
point.
is, because here's the reality. If he does it, he's much more meticulous about it, making sure the sheets are all pulled taut. And if I do it by myself and you're not around, I'm a little more sloppy about it because nobody sees what the sheet looks like underneath if it's a little wrinkly. He doesn't like the sheets to be wrinkly. They have to be like pulled very taut. Yeah. So
yeah,
that's what I said. But what did you say?
Cocina.
The kitchen. Probably specifically loading the dishwasher.
No, I said cocinar. Cook.
That's not a chore.
Well, it's kind of is.
No, I don't think cooking. Do you guys think cooking is a chore? Maybe, I guess. So I'm better in the kitchen than you?
Yeah, you do more.
I do cook more. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I'm better. You cooked a wonderful meal last night.
It was good. Yeah,
he did. He did. Let's see. Mom says we have an ancestor, Robert the Bruce of Scotland, whose heart is entombed in the castle of Edinburgh. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I didn't know his heart was there. That's interesting. I want more info, Mom. So when we go on that trip.
Shannon, Jace is the organizer. Oh my God, Stephen Jr.
Let's see. Gary says, I've seen some of those Disney videos. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Gary. And then Darian says, what? Amanda says, she does all the cooking, and it's a chore. I guess maybe it is. I don't know. I like cooking.
Yeah.
And Kari
said, yes.
Cooking is a huge chore. Okay. I don't know. I enjoy it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it, but rarely. I just enjoy getting in the kitchen, I guess, and doing it. All right, number 18. Who is more romantic in the relationship?
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah.
I said me too. I said that I was more romantic. But I'm not saying you're not romantic. I think it goes to that whole thing we talked about earlier where you're much more like linear, like he's not as mushy and like I'll do like have you ever I don't know now I'm trying to think. Yeah, you have in Costa Rica a couple times you bought flowers. Mm-hmm. But like here I always buy roses, like buy flower. I'll surprise them and bring flowers to the house or
I bought you flowers once here, remember?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Publix and I got those flowers.
Mm-hmm. You did. Yeah.
But yeah, he's more romantic.
I guess I'm more romantic. I'm the romantic one. Yay. Matt and Eric are here. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Matt and Eric, by the way, we gave you a shout out. Let's do it again. Our very good friends, Matt and Eric, are here. Please go over and check out their channel. There they are, Matt and Eric. They've got a great YouTube channel, and we collabed with them up in Savannah, Georgia, back in November, and had a great time with them and their daughter, Sissy. Great couple. Love you guys. Glad you're here. Shannon says, I feel a fight coming on. Perhaps Newlywed is not the best game in quarantine. No, there's no fight. Oh, please. It would take a lot more than that. Absolutely. All right, so we're going to move on to question number 19. And when it comes to food, does he prefer Mexican, Italian, Chinese, or American food? And this could go one way or the other, I think, for you. But when I tried to weigh it out between two, I narrowed it down to either Mexican or Italian, and I chose Mexican. Is it Italian? You prefer Italian over Mexican? Wow. Maybe because we eat, well, I don't know, we eat both equally.
Yeah, I prefer Italian.
You do? Okay. Italian. I got that one wrong. I said Mexican. But number 2 on my list was Italian for you. And what did you put for me?
Same. Italian.
Same? Italian. Yeah, Italian for me as well. Yeah, we both love Italian food. What about you guys? Matt and Eric say, hello, everyone. Wash your hands. Absolutely. We're glad you guys are here. So moving on, question number 20. Who spoke the first words when the two of you met? That's a good question.
You did?
It was me. Do you remember what I said to you? What were the first things I said to you?
Hi, my name is Gio.
Hi. I don't even think I said my name at first. What else did I say? I asked you something, and
You want to dance?
Yeah. So yeah, I went up to him, and we were on a cruise ship, and my friends.
Remember, it was a lot of people asking at the same time, so I can share the spot.
There was a group of us. I had eyeballed him, and my friends dragged me over to him, and we all said hello, and then I asked him if he wanted to dance. And what did you say?
No.
No, he went like this. No. So he turned me down. But I didn't take no for an answer, did I? Look where we are today. Anyway, so let's see. Gary says John is Italian and he's Mexican. So you guys are similar. You like the same kind of food we do. Very cool. Shannon says, Howard, I have some fireworks for you. Oh, no. Inside joke there. All right, going on with our Newlywed game. We're going to go to question number 21. When it comes to gardening, is this something he would do, I would do, or we would do together? What'd you put?
Together.
Together. I put together as well. Yeah, we both like doing that. We have a beautiful garden in Costa Rica. We planted an herb garden together, and then we planted some stuff in our yard down there, and his parents have been gracious enough to be taking care of our house for us down there, because it's going to be quite a while before we can get back to Costa Rica. So we got a nice garden going there, and then we have a bunch of stuff happening here in the backyard too. It's a lot harder to grow things here in Florida than Costa Rica, but yeah, we like getting out in the yard together.
Because we have the volcano, constantly throwing the ash.
Yeah. The ground is much more fertile because of the volcano.
Yeah,
for sure.
We have natural fertilizer from the volcano every now and then.
All right, so let's go on. Question number 22. Finish this sentence. My husband loves to have his blank massaged, but hates having his blank touched. This one just made me laugh. So I said, why don't you do yours first? You do yours
My
first.
husband loves to have his back massage, but he hates to have his eyes touched.
My eyes? I guess so.
Nobody likes having their eyes touched.
No, I don't like
I don't think that someone's like, "Ooh, I love when he's touching my eyes."
Oh yes, touch my eyes. It's so great. That's funny. I said for him, my husband loves to have his back massaged, but hates having his feet touched.
No?
You like a foot rub, but you do not like it if I like lightly touch your feet. You're like, no, it tickles. And then he also doesn't like his hair. When his hair is like done, like right now, he puts stuff in it. He doesn't like it if you mess up his hair.
But I like when you play with my hair.
But you do, like when we're cuddling, yeah, he likes that. But like right now, if I was to run my fingers through your hair, she ain't having it. So yeah, we kind of got that right. We got 50-50.
Yeah.
We got like halfway on that one. That was fun. Kari says that was NSFW. We kept it clean, Kari. We kept it clean.
Praise.
They think it's funny. Yes, Shannon. Where did it go? Shannon says you are a prince. Juan Carlos is my prince. Amanda says she loved that question. It was a fun question. It was a good one. Gary's laughing. Yeah, it was fun. All right, moving on. Number 23. Besides texting and talking, what are two other things your husband uses his phone for? So on this one, I said you use your phone for video chatting with your family and Instagram.
Yep. Yeah, that's accurate. I mean, that's a question that applies for everyone anyway. I said that you use it for social media, work, emails, photos, the same things that everyone does.
We all kind of do. Yeah, that's true. Darian says that his ex-boyfriend used to rub his feet and it feels good. Yes, I bet it does. Well, having your feet rubbed is good. And we know you like feet, Darian, apparently. Gary says he likes it for YouTube. Well, are you watching YouTube right now on your mobile phone? How many of you are watching it on your mobile phone versus a computer? Just curious.
Or a different device.
Yeah, put a comment. Let us know.
iPad
or maybe an iPad
tablet
or something.
on TV.
Maybe. All right, so moving on. Question number 24. When the two of you go out to eat, what two restaurants have we visited the most? And this is a good question. It's not really going to be relatable to many of you unless you're down here in South Florida, because
we go to
local restaurants. I mean, when we travel, we go to lots of restaurants, but I put my two choices, or you do your Shannon already said one. Shannon already jumped on it, the diner.
The diner.
So I picked the two restaurants are Lester's Diner and Patron Azteca, the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, you're right. I actually said Patron Azteca and El Molino.
And El Molino.
Yeah.
So but we do go to Lester's more than El Molino.
That's true. Yeah.
Those are our favorite. And just to clarify, Lester's is a 24-hour diner down here that we love and we go to all the time. Patron Azteca, that's the place we had Mexican food from on Wednesday night. We went for takeout, which was awesome. And then Il Molino is our favorite Italian restaurant here in Fort Lauderdale.
Maybe they are doing.
Yeah, we'll have to check. Maybe maybe we'll check for tomorrow. Maybe they are doing takeout.
Yeah.
We decided to be a little more adventurous this week and look at we haven't done that for 6 weeks. And then, I think it's important that if you feel safe and you can get in your car and you wear your mask and you do your social distancing and you've got a local restaurant or a business that's doing takeout, I think it's a good time to support them and you can do it safely. So why not? So we are definitely getting out and doing it.
Coward, get them right.
25. Question 25. What is the one thing your husband is most afraid of?
Cucarachas.
Exactly. Just even saying it. Cockroaches, especially here in Florida, the kind that fly, they're called palmetto bugs. It's a type. They're just hideous. And for him, he's most afraid of frogs.
Sapos.
Or zappos.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's bizarre to me that he's afraid of frogs because I think they're cute, but no. And sometimes here, like there's one night we drove home and during the summer months here, it's very rainy and very humid. And we have lots of types of frogs that live here. And we have these tree frogs that are small with the little suction cups. And we pulled into the driveway. And as soon as the light hit the garage, I could see there were probably 30 or 40 of them on the garage. And I immediately looked at him and I was like, baby, don't look out the window. Look over there. He's like, what? And I'm like, stop. Don't look out the window. Look over there. Look over there. I didn't want him to see them because I knew it would traumatize him if he saw that many frogs. So let's see. Amanda says she's afraid of worms. Not many people get that either. I get that more than I do the frogs, to be honest. I don't know why, but Darian ate out for the first time today in 2 months. Hope it was a good meal. Mm-hmm. Gary says that they've gone out as well. Very good. And yes, that's true, Mom. We do know my nephew Shane is also afraid of frogs, which is interesting. We discovered that. Kari told us about that, and then Shane told us. Gary says John is snakes and lizards, and for him it's mice and rats. Yeah, I'm not a fan of cockroaches, palmetto bugs, creepy crawly bugs. I'm not a fan of spiders. No, don't like them. Don't like them. All right, moving on. Number 26, almost to the end. Who takes longer to get ready, him or me? Put that hand way up. Yeah, I can be in and out in like less than 10 minutes. I'm in the shower, out of the shower, ready to go, hair's done. And he likes to luxuriate. He takes very long showers. takes
Prince take his
pruning,
time.
and yes, my little prince takes his time in the bathroom. So he definitely takes a lot longer than I do. Darian asks, have you all smoked cigarettes? He used to. We do not smoke. I did smoke in the past, but I quit it's been 10 plus years since I quit, and he's never smoked. Never smoked cigarettes. Not a fan of them anymore. Matt and Eric say, this is fun, guys. Thanks, Matt and Eric. We're having a good time. Hopefully you're enjoying it. We're winding down. We're going on to number 27. Just so you know, we have 30, and then we'll be wrapping things up.
Gary said that me, so I guess he's talking about the who takes longer.
Oh, okay. I love this question. Who is our favorite Disney character? Dun, 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 dun. Juan Carlos is going to get a visual for his. Maybe there's a visual for mine. Is there? No, not down here.
No, down here. It's upstairs.
That's upstairs, my visual. Anyway, dramatic pause. While we pause here, we're pausing for station identification. And if you didn't see this earlier, check this out. We'll be right back. And we're back. Can you tell? That was very easy. Juan Carlos's favorite Disney character is Donald Duck. And who's mine?
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket. Those are our favorite Disney characters. There's a great video, by the way, if you look at the channel, there's a video of us at Disneyland. And there's a meet and greet that we did with Donald Duck that's really special. And that's on the Disneyland video. So check that one out. And
there's also a video where he surprised me for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
With this one.
Everything was Donald. That was at the boardwalk. That was our latest videos when we were
in our last visit to Disney.
The week before we got married. So, nope, Shannon, you were wrong. Mine is not Mickey. It's Jiminy Cricket has been my favorite character for a long time, and I love the mantra of Jiminy, which is let your conscience be your guide. Of course, I love Mickey. Everybody loves Mickey, but for sure. But it's okay, Shannon. Don't worry. You're forgiven. And yeah, as you can tell, we love Disney. That's been a huge part of our life together. Moving on, where were we? Disney character, we're on to number 28. What's one new hobby your husband picked up during the stay-at-home time? And it was either Donna or Amanda. I apologize, I don't remember. One of the two of you, that was, I know you're both watching. You guys asked us this question. It was Amanda, that's right. So what's one hobby that you picked up during this stay-at-home time? What'd you say for me?
Water aerobics.
Water aerobics. Yep. I've been doing that regularly 3 to 4 times a week because we're lucky. We have a pool in the backyard, and I want to keep up with trying to do exercise. And since we can't go to the gym, I've been getting out the pool for a good 20, 30 minutes of some vigorous water exercise. It's good for the heart and cardio, and I enjoy it. And then I put for you, although he already does it, he's very dedicated to doing yoga, but the one thing that you've been doing more of is there's these balancing things that you do with yoga.
Arm balancing?
I don't know. It's like arm-hand balancing, and he's been really working hard during this time at home because he's doing yoga almost every day of learning and practicing that skill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And actually, if you watch our Instagram, you got to check out his Instagram video where he's doing a handstand. It's some challenge that he did where he actually, it's kind of a little sexy too, just letting you know. He's upside down and he takes his shirt off with his feet.
No, my shirt, my
sweatpants. Sweatpants. He takes his pants off.
Yeah, I have a swimsuit under and I take my sweatpants off.
So yeah,
while I'm on a headstand.
It's kind of pretty.
There's another one that I want to do. It's you're handstanding and you put tank top on.
Oh, and you put one on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try that one.
So yeah. Anyway, he's really good at it.
And Amanda said.
Oh wait. Amanda, let's go to Amanda. Says, I'm not sure what video it was. I love the one where Juan Carlos asked a real duck.
I think it was the last video in Epcot, and we were at the art festival.
We were at the art festival, and
we were trying that food, and
we were eating the food, and there were some ducks, and Juan Carlos was talking to him, asking the real ducks, if they knew where Donald was, which was really cute. Thanks, Amanda, for remembering that. Matt and Eric says, we cannot wait to get in their pool. The water is so cold. Yeah, the water was cold here, but luckily we have a heater. So since we're home, I don't usually turn the heater on. I only use it because we have a hot tub that's attached to the pool. That's pretty much the only time I use it. But since we're in the pool a lot, I'm like, you know what? Let's heat it up so we can exercise. Yes, by the way, I did a shout out. I am wearing your shirt. At the very beginning of our video, I pointed this out. So Matt and Eric's merchandise. Ta-da! Yay, check it out. We love it. Juan Carlos wore it the other day. He was working out in it. And then Esther says, hey, guys, I have a doubt when Eugeo has your heart attack, Juan Carlos was with you. In your video, you did not mention it. So at the time that I had, and going back, if you're not aware, just let you know, 2 years ago on November.
2017.
In 2017. So it's almost this November, it'll be 3 years. I had been in Costa Rica, and I flew home from Costa Rica. Juan Carlos had stayed in Costa Rica, and I came back, and I was home not even a week and a half. And unfortunately, I suffered a heart attack. Scary time in my life for sure, but thankfully it was relatively mild. We caught it early enough. It was a blockage. There is a video on the channel where I talk about it. And no, the answer to your question, Esther, is at the time, Juan Carlos was in Costa Rica. And my very dear friend Howard, who's watching, came to my rescue, and huge shout out and a lot of love to him for his support during that time, because he dropped everything he was doing to come to the hospital to be with me. He communicated with Juan Carlos, helped Juan Carlos make arrangements, and got transportation and everything for him when
I flew 2 days after.
Yeah, he flew.
Actually, a day after.
The day after, he was on his way from Costa Rica to be with me, and then stayed with me, obviously, through my recovery. But again, luckily, good news is, by the way, just literally at the very beginning of March, I had a follow-up with my cardiologist, and the cardiologist has basically told me that my heart is amazing. You can barely even tell that there's literally like 0.0001 damage. So that's a good thing. And all of my exercise and the weight that I lost has helped me maintain everything well. So there you go. Thank you for that question. Moving on to question number 29. What is your husband's nickname or cute name for you? So he calls me Osito, and I call you
Cachorrito.
So that is Spanish, both of those. And Osito is the word in Spanish for bear. And Cachorrito is like little bear or little pup or little cub. So we kind of, even though we don't self-identify fully, we're not like into the labels of the gay community so much. But we do recognize and we appreciate the bear community, and we like teddy bears and bears. So that's our little nickname for each other. I'm his Osito and he's my Cachorrito. So there you go. And we use those little nicknames. And yes, Shannon, you're right. Wonky, that's another nickname for him. That's more of like a family nickname. And my family nickname growing up from my family is Chico, which means little boy in Spanish and in Italian. So Darian says,
Cold black heart.
Wants to know. Howard. Oh, he says, I'm glad that he's glad that we're okay from that. Howard says, cold black heart. No, you do not have a cold black heart, Howard. You have a heart of gold. And listen, I'm going to give a shout out to Howard right now, and I want you all to give him a little thumbs up and a little kudos. Since literally the last 5 weeks, either 2 to 3 times a week, Howard and a good friend of his, Dawn, who owns a sub shop here in South Florida, and a couple other friends have partnered up and worked with other people to donate money to try to help. And they have been feeding anywhere from 50 to 75 people at food, basically, for service workers that have lost their jobs during this time, waiters and waitresses and bartenders that work in the gay community here in Fort Lauderdale. And tirelessly, he has been out and did it tonight. I think he told me earlier they fed 75 people tonight. So Howard, you are doing amazing things. And I can't say enough how proud I am of you for what you're doing. So it's pretty awesome. And moving on to our final question, and then we have one bonus question. Number 30, would he rather spend an evening at home or go out with the other one? What did you say? Would I rather be here with you or out with you? Out. You said out?
Based on my experience.
Based on experience. I do like going out to dinner and things like that with you, so that would be true. And for him, he would rather stay home and, curl up with a good movie on Netflix or, something like that. So that is true. However, I have discovered in this time that we've been together, I love being with you at home. So it's a good thing. We've enjoyed our time together, thankfully. So we're going to go on. We have our bonus question. Our last question is, bonus. If your husband won the lottery, how would he spend it? So how do you think I would spend it?
Going to every single Disney park around the world.
That would be like the extra time that I would do with the money. But I don't think that would be the first thing I would do with the money. So I said Juan Carlos would take the money and pay off the mortgage to both of our homes, and then pay off the mortgage to our family members' homes, because that's the kind of person he is. And then we would put aside a little bit of money for charity, and then we would invest the rest in our future. A little more pragmatic. Is that what you would do, or would you go blow it and buy your?
No, that's probably
your fantasy Audi. That was another question somebody asked. What would our dream car be? And I know for him it's a Audi. Mm-hmm. Was it A600
or something?
Yeah, something like that. So anyway, so there you go, everyone. That is the Newlywed game. 2 months into our marriage, and I think we did pretty good. Looking at the score sheet, not that there's really a score, I would say we probably got about 90% correct, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome. Good. I think that's pretty good.
That was fun.
Shannon said we would use the money for traveling. Absolutely correct, Shannon. We love traveling. We cannot wait to get back to traveling. We talked about that the other day. It was like we are excited. We've kind of heard some rumors. The good news is, as many of you know, I used to work for Disney, and I keep in close contact with a lot of people that are pretty well in the know of what's going on. There's nothing been official from Disney yet, but there is some communication coming out that here in Florida, at least at Walt Disney World, when they do start to reopen, it's going to be a very slow opening. They're not just going to turn on a light switch and open the parks, but it looks like here in Florida that they may start phased opening. Maybe not all of the parks at once, but maybe the Magic Kingdom, maybe the Animal Kingdom, and they would open it to locals only at the beginning, Florida residents, annual pass holders, so that they could keep the crowds low and do some testing of social distancing and how to make that work. So I know that there's a lot of talk, and Disney is very innovative, and they're going to be a leader in the world probably on however it is that they resume their operations, and probably influence a lot of what happens at other businesses around the world.
They will be, other businesses will be looking at Disney and see what they do, because it's Disney.
Exactly.
They have to do it right. So I'm sure that whatever they do, a lot of businesses are going to just follow.
Exactly. And by the way, one of Juan Carlos's favorite treats, there it is. Peanut butter pretzels.
Peanut butter.
Another thank you to Howard, by the way, because he introduced them to Juan Carlos, and now he's obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt and Eric say they want to go to Miami and the Keys. They would buy a South Florida home down here.
Come on,
Come on down. We'd love to have you guys for sure. Gary says that was fun. Thanks for reading some of his responses too. Have a great evening. Take care. Take care, Gary. We really appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. Amanda says that was fun. Happy 2 months. Amanda, thank you again from the bottom of our hearts for all of your support. You have been a loyal subscriber and a loyal friend. We appreciate it. One of these days, we're going to get the chance to meet you.
Shannon says that, oh my gosh, Stephen has 3 bags right now. 2.
3 bags right now, too.
Of the
peanut butter pretzels. Yay. Matt and Eric, or a 300,000 RV. Hey, Matt and Eric, by the way, yesterday I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube, and I was looking at, because one of the things we've talked about is, or mentioned before, is doing either RV or getting a camper, and just kind of, because we're going to be here in the United States for a while before we can travel back to Costa Rica, and we haven't really gone into a lot of detail, and we'll do that in another video. But as you know, we're going through the immigration process with Juan Carlos right now. The good news is our paperwork was all filed this past week. We got notification that it was received and delivered on Friday, a week ago today, to USCIS. However, because of what's going on in the world right now, those offices are closed. And as you know, there were some changes. But the good news we did find out this week is that even though there's some changes with immigration at the government level, it's really not going to impact us and our paperwork. So we're fingers crossed that things go relatively quickly.
Yep.
But we know we're going to be delayed by a few months of being able to do that. So in the meantime, whenever we are able to get back, we were thinking maybe get, an RV or a small RV and take advantage of like places here in the States where we could just kind of escape for like 4 or 5 days and be able to still be hooked up to our computers so we could still work and go on the road. And I was looking, there's these little pop-up, not the pop-up campers that are made out of fabric, but they now have these pop-up, they're almost like, like 4 walls, and they pop up and they turn into like a little A-frame. And I'll send you guys a link, by the way. They're cute, and they're good for one person, but they have a bathroom on the inside. They have a toilet, a little shower. They have like a 2-burner stove with a little refrigerator, and we could hook it up to the back of our SUV, and we could go up to the campground at Disney World. Yeah. And stay. Fun. We could go, I don't know. We're thinking maybe that might be something fun to do, and it would make for some interesting YouTube videos of us kind of doing some local.
We have more messages.
Amanda says, our motorhome is one of the best investments we have ever made. As a kid growing up, and I don't know, Dad, if you're still there, but I know my sister is. Shannon is there, and my mother, and my other sister, Kari. We used to do summer trips where we would get a big, like, I don't know how big they were, 15, 20-foot motorhome that my father would rent, and we would travel, throw all, the kids and the dogs and everybody in the motorhome, and away we would go. And definitely mixed emotions about some of those trips. However, there are some great memories of that, and that would be kind of fun to do that.
Let's see what else. John, it's so scary how JC is even mirror one another. I love it.
Ice Knight says, great news that all the paperwork's being processed. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
It's a huge relief that we finally, and we hired an attorney, so we are working with an immigration attorney that's really helping us through the process, because we were going to do it just on our own, but it's so complicated. It's a lot. There's
a lot of questions that are very straightforward, but there are some that you are like, I really don't know what's the right answer here, because this is the situation, and this is right or wrong. Like, and you don't want your paperwork to be returned because something is wrong, right? Because then you have to do it all over.
Then you got to start all over.
Yeah,
and you got to pay the filing fees again, which is a lot of money. It's not inexpensive. We'll definitely say that. Mom says that the motorhome we had growing up that we would rent was 32 feet long. That's a big motorhome.
That has to go to bed.
It's Papa Ragu's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Good night, Papa Ragu. We were talking about the motorhome, as you know. Great memories on the road, except for when it would break down. Pikes Peak, I recall, somewhere in Kansas.
Shannon also said that Caitlin and Kevin love the Disney campground.
Yeah, the Disney campground is really awesome. So that would be a lot of fun. Even if we rented, like, maybe not buy it, but I was looking at these pop-up ones because we could actually buy it and put it in the garage and then take it whenever we wanted to go somewhere. You know, we just not have to worry about hotel rooms or whatever. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. I will say in the boardwalk again, though.
In the where? Oh, the Boardwalk Hotel, yes. He was very spoiled for his birthday in our little junior suite on the concierge level at the Boardwalk.
Yeah, that was right.
Which I think he's not convinced that I didn't buy that. Like, that was truly Disney upgraded us. I didn't spend any extra money or anything for that. That was just them being nice to us, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't know anybody that works at the Boardwalk either, so it wasn't like I pulled any special favors. Maybe one of my friends that works at Disney maybe put in, but who knows? You'll never know because they would never tell me. They would just do it. So
I don't know, but it was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was especially because it was so close. Kind of similar to the one in California that we only had to walk for a few minutes and we would be there.
Yeah. That was the nice thing, that we could just walk to Epcot or to the Hollywood Studios.
was better because it was closer and nicer, but similar situation.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we look forward to being able to go back to Orlando, going to Disney. I think that's going to be the name of the game, that once things start slowly opening back up, that I would recommend that we really focus on staycationing, stay close to home, but to, help support local businesses and our local economy and try to get things back going. It's time to get things going again, for sure. So yeah, we don't know what that new normal will be, but we will see. But anyway, any last minute questions that you guys have before we say good night on this wonderful Friday night? We're so appreciative of all of you being here and joining us.
And engaging
with us and laughing I good time. Like
eye stuff.
Like the eye, yeah. Don't touch my eyes. Apparently, I don't like that. Anyway, but yeah, this Newlywed game thing, that was a lot of fun. It was a good idea. So if you all have any other ideas of some home videos we can do, Matt and Eric suggested that we do a tour of our backyard. Definitely, we're going to do that. I started
especially
filming.
now
we have flowers. Yeah, it's springtime, so we got some beautiful stuff. So we'll do that. Stay tuned, because we do still have some videos that I need to edit that are from our trip to Disney, actually. So there's some happy videos from Disney still coming. Yeah, there's a lot more to come. We'll do some more of these live chats. Where we want to do, hopefully, is try to do these weekly, as we call them, our happiness chats. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. We got a couple.
We have a couple questions. Who's the bigger reader?
Who is the bigger reader?
I think we both do.
When the time is right, we both love to read books.
Different topics?
Yes. Yeah. The style of book is definitely going to be different. But whenever we are traveling, like if we're going on a vacation or we're going to be gone from home, we always have a book. And we like to read them. But in just day-to-day life, we don't really read very much because we're busy.
Yeah. Sometimes I grab my book and start read it, but yeah,
I would say maybe he's a little more of a reader than I am, because you'll grab it more often than I will. But if I get a book that I'm really into, I can't put it down until I'm done. That's a good question.
And favorite colors?
Favorite colors? Good question. Morado, purple. Yes. Juan Carlos really loves purple. I like that color, lavender, more. I'm a big fan of actually red. That's one of my favorite colors. And so those would be Our colors. Our colors are blush and bashful. Name the movie, Blush and Bashful. Mom says she loves us. Matt says sweet dreams from Palo Alto. Shannon says, did you go out and buy the flowers for your yard or have them delivered?
No, we plant those flowers.
Oh no, the flowers that are in our yard, we planted those
a year ago.
Yeah, last year, and then there's another plant that's out there that's from 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's blooming. So no, we haven't bought any new plants this year. This is all stuff that we cultivated and kept alive, believe it or not, for more than a year, which is great. Darian wants to know, how long did I smoke? Darian, I smoked for too long. Probably 20 something years. Way too long. Anyway, all right, with that being said, Shannon says she loves your shirt.
Thank you.
Very cool. All right, so with that being said, we are going to say goodnight to all of you, and as always, we appreciate you watching, and remember, happiness is a lifestyle. Thanks so much from the bottom of our hearts, and if you haven't done so yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, check us out. We have lots of cool content on here.
Hit the like button.
Give us that thumbs up. Yeah, do it, please. It really helps our rankings on the channel. And if you've got any other feedback or any ideas for future videos, put them in the comments below. We read every comment and we reply to every comment as best to our ability. So until next time, everybody, peace out. Continue being happy. Ciao. Bye-bye. Bye.